What's up, chummers, and welcome back to the Shadows. My name is Splattercat, and we are here playing Shadowrun Dragonfall by Harebrained Schemes. In the previous episode, we had found Green Winters, and he was decidedly more crispy. His brain was well done, but we did meet a new decker who's going to be filling in on our team pretty shortly, I think. So let's head on up to the top floor to get some treasure, and also a new group member. We're going up to the top floor. It's Penthouse time. Let's do this thing. It's time to live lavishly, my dear amigos and amigas. Psst, over here, buddy. How did we hear him through? Oh, there's glass right there. Okay, I thought that was a solid wall. I was like, how did we hear him through a solid wall? That seems pretty impressive. Then again, we do have elf ears, so they got a little bit more surface. They got a little bit more surface area. I think we could do hearing it probably a better stretch than your normal human. I knew you'd come. I've always been a good judge of character. Since we're meeting in person, I'll formally introduce myself. He nods his head in salute. Blitz, Decker extraordinaire, at your service. I almost said decanaire, which is close enough to debonair, but it's cool. A pleasure. The vault is just around the corner. Once we get there, I can unlock it with a few clicks from the keypad. Blitz offers you something between a smile and a smirk. Built myself a backdoor when I wrote the security system. Never hurts to be careful. Sounds good. Let's do this thing. So what's he equipped with? Obviously, he's going to be our go-to guy for hacking into stuff. Let's figure out what his statistics are going to be looking like. He honestly looks like a decker that I would design. Sideburns, mohawk. He is a decker to begin with, so, you know, that's usually my calling card when it comes to Shadowrun. He's got a decent amount of just about everything except for strength. He's really weak, so we want to keep him out of throwing and unarmed, so we really don't want him to be run up on. What's his gear looking like? He's got a... Oh, that's me. He's got himself an SMG. Alright, that works out. He's got some drugs, so he's got Bliss and he's got Cram. Execute attacker ESPs. Okay, well, having taken a look at what he's got, I feel like we're in decent hands. He's got 4 in decking. That's not a terrible amount of skill, but it's not a horrible amount either. I guess I said it's not overwhelming. Having a 4 in decking means you're good at it. It means you're experienced, but you're not necessarily like superhuman or anything like Baron Samedi or, you know, some of the other people we ran across in previous episodes. 501. What else is going on in the hallways? As always, I like to sweep and clear. Let's make sure that we're not going to get flanked from any directions. Yeah, that's... Oh my god. And I just got kneecapped. So they were waiting for us. I'm going to get myself behind a corner here. And let's heal that damage. I'm gonna have Dietrich stay back with me. And we'll have him do his full round of haste and everything else in the next part. He's got an aim buff right now. We're gonna throw that on Glory. Let's take Iger, and we're gonna put her into a combat position where she can make use of her abilities appropriately. 99% chance on the Goon Enforcer. Blammo, there it is with a crit for 24 damage. Very good. That leaves us with Glory. We're going to get her adrenal pump going nice and early. She's going to step into the light cover because we need to take this position right here. With a 99% chance, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to use her rapid fire. Down he goes. Which now means that we have Blitz, who unfortunately doesn't have any cover. So until we can advance, do I have anything left? No, I was going to put down 1 bit of cover for him so that he could use it, but... He doesn't have a ton of HP, so I don't want to leave him out in the open just yet. Ooh, I forgot about Spray and Pray. So he's got an AoE. Once you level up your SMGs or your... I think your assault rifles get it too. You get an ability called Spray and Pray, which is an AoE that he can just fire into the middle of the enemies. It can be very useful at times. And it's pretty cheap too. Doesn't have a very good chance there, so I think I'm going to have him take an aim shot. There we go. So at least we started off with some damage. Both of those guys are going to roll into cover, and he's going to take a shot at Blitz like I was hoping that he wouldn't. I'm going to go ahead and haste up Glory. Actually, no, let's haste up Iger. Let's spread the love around a little bit. He doesn't have line of sight on anybody, I don't think. So what we're going to have him do is step out and heal. I love the music, by the way. They really updated the music in this expansion. It reminds me much more of the music from the SNES and the Sega Genesis games, where it's got kind of a lot of like minor keys, and they're using a lot of weird like half steps up and things like that. I very much like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna switch her to the sniper rifle since we're now at... Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. The sniper rifle appears to need like really, really wide range in order for it to work right. She's got 3. So he could technically step in and get a shot off on somebody. However, we may be better off just taking our shots. It is nice that after a certain range, you start to get like an AoE effect from shotguns, so it doesn't kill you to fire shotguns at a range. You've got a diminished chance to hit, but you do get an AoE effect out of it, which kind of balances it out. A big thing that I do like about shotguns in this game. I don't feel like shotguns are weak in this game, which is a rare thing for me. Usually I'm just hating on shotguns left and right. It's going to take her 2 AP to close with him, which is not something that I relish the thought of doing. So we're just going to take some half-hearted shots at her. Did 11 damage. Better than expected. I should probably... Actually, no. Blitz can burst fire his way in. And down she goes. So that's going to be the end of the combat here. We made it out with 0 wounds inflicted, which is really, really nice. Kind of the benefit of having a lot of people who know how to heal. Also, it's nice to have an extra hand on deck. Having somebody else that can fire bullets down range pleases me. It's like a tummy rub in the summertime. The hell is that? A shower? A really pimpin' shower? Nice. Well, just in case we get ourselves all nice and sweaty and dusty after this thing, we can have a group shower together. Whee! And just like get it going. Although I'm not sure how cyberware mixes with showers. I feel like that might electrocute somebody or hurt me or something. We might need to ground ourselves properly. Looks like there's some goodies on a table. It's an advanced drone repair kit. Seeing as we don't... I'm going to send it to the stash because we don't have a drone. I don't know if it's going to let me control the level ups on all of my characters, but if we start leveling up Blitz, I may give him some rigger skills, because I did like the rigger in the last game. The rigger skills were quite nice in a pinch. Being able to use Woogie whenever I needed him was very, very awesome. Take a moment and scope up this room. Not a lot of interesting things to be had for how large the room is. I suppose we'll get on with the job then. Let's go see what treasure we can get out of this vault, because if there's one thing I know about Splattercat and the Nerd Castle is that we really... The best part about running a castle is that you get to fill up the coffers by any means necessary. Bamn, but spelled like damn. B-A-M-N. It's like Bam and damn mixed together. Bamana. Alright, here we go. Tap-a-tap-tap. Done. Wait, when did that thing get installed? Take cover. Ooh. Ow! 14 damage for real? Damn. Alright, well, let's throw a heal. And we know the big gun isn't going anywhere. The big gun is not moving. I'm gonna fall back. So I'm gonna get the mages into position back here. Although I could set up something a little bit better, I guess. And I'll put Iger in there. Put Glory in right there. With Blitz, we'll just line up along this wall so that we're out of line of sight. And hopefully this thing doesn't have like rockets or anything else crazy. What does that do? Oh yeah, it's a marked enemy. Okay, I forgot about that ability. And we're gonna let him come to us. There is a plan in place here, just so you know. So we've got a ley line. And in this case, we are gonna have to use haste on him, because what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna use 3 AP. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 1 to step into the room, 1 to lay down a bunch of cover, and then 1 to run out of the room again. Because I didn't see, well, there's like a box and, okay, so we've got cover for 3 people, but we need 2 more in order for everybody to fit into the room properly. His line of sight is blocked, so we'll start off by just moving him out of the way. Dietrich, let's throw some haste on Glory. Glory's gonna use her adrenal stim. How is line of sight blocked? That feels very unlikely. That looks okay to me. Well, no matter what, I need to move people the hell out of the way. We don't have Overwatch yet, so it may be in our best interest to see if we can line up a shot. You guys had mentioned that her hand raisers are really good. Let's try out her hand raisers. Not bad. Not bad at all. Critical damage right there, but not enough to bring the bad bot down. Ton of damage taken right there. Luckily, we have the added benefit of having a ton of healers, so it's not anything that we can't circumnavigate. Throw another... Wait, I clicked the wrong spell. Damn it. Alright, so that's what we want to happen. And that right there is a cost-effective heal. 21 HP is the size of a massive health pack if you're trying to get the job done. He doesn't have much left. What does that do? The Dragon Slayer idol? It lowers all their incoming damage. Not bad. We'll use it someday when we're pinned down, I think. See if we can't get rid of this drone. This thing is nasty. She's got 5 AP. That's pretty intense. So now that that's down, I don't know if I want to rush the room just yet. Let's line everybody up outside the door. Oh, there's a guy. What in the hell? Destroy. An enraged troll. You Clangor kill. If you can name what game that's from, I don't know. I'll probably be really, really happy with you. I don't really have anything to give you right now. I don't have any extra games or anything, but if you could tell me what that came from, you Clangor kill, without using Google. That's the stipulation. If you use Google, I won't know, but... I don't know. I have like a sixth sense, so I bet I'll figure it out. I am getting run up on super hardcore. I'm gonna put down some air barriers to keep that from happening. And then what I would prefer to do... throw some acid on him. I got a really good chance of hitting there, so... It was a weak hit. It wasn't the best that we could do, but it was something. I could get him with an aimed throw, so let's do that. I want to make sure that he dies, because he's kind of a scary dude. Maybe increase the aim chance of glory. Iger's over here. Let's see what we could do with the sniper rifle at this range. Not much. I love how much damage that thing does, but it just requires so much range in order to get the job done. She's got 4. I'm gonna put her in as a tank. Let's go, chummer. I don't think there's friendly fire, so I'm not gonna move him out of cover. Whew. Damn. She just got her ass whooped off. Jesus on a bike. Alright, well... I guess we're gonna return kind and kind, I guess. God, I don't even know what to say about that. That was just so much damage that it's horrible. God. Let's go ahead and haste her, I guess. And maybe she can out-snipe him. Down he goes. Wow. What an enemy. And so we used one of our Bamona kits already. I'm going to end the turn. The unfortunate consequence here being that somebody's got to walk through the AP traps. Glory, because she got knocked out, it's not counting her old damage, so we can't heal her with anything other than a health kit right now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a basic and a major, because we got to go into this room with this giant 50 cal that's just sitting there staring at us. It might be like a 30 cal or something. It's sitting there staring at us, though, and I don't like looking into the brown eye of Satan's butthole like that, so... I guess his brown eye might be red, just in case. That's assuming that he's got the same kind of digestive system that the rest of us do. Let's get her into position. And we're going to breach this room hard. We're going to try and breach it fast. I'm not going to be gentle about this. So there's her haste. Dietrich is going to throw the aim ability on her. Just refresh it up a little bit. Spruce it up a tad. Throw a bit more vodka in her screwdriver. And then she's going to use her adrenal pump to get up and going. And she's got 3 moves. So here we go. Let's do this thing. She missed with a 90% right there. That's bad. What is going on here? I'm not sure that I want Dietrich in the room at all. $24 damage to the gun. I'll move him to there. And I don't like them being in the room right now. It doesn't make me happy. Obviously we can't do anything with him at the moment, so we're just gonna leave him where he's at. I do wish that you could like spend an extra AP or something to reach around a corner and fire, kind of like a peeking fire, firing out of cover basically, and I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click somebody else. Oh, that gun's not as scary as I thought it was. We should be okay. It's big and terrifying looking, so I figured it was probably going to fire like the kinds of rounds that guy in Saving Private Ryan who's trying to put the sticky bomb on the tank gets hit with, and he just like falls apart into a big pile of goo. That's what I was thinking was going to happen to us. Luckily, I was wrong. Take another shot at the auto turret, and then spend 1 to reload. There are a bunch of... I hate how they put all the ley lines like right in the center of the room. Like I'm ever gonna step... Oh, there's a summoner's... Oh man, I could have used that. Damn. I don't want to run into that room. There might be something in it. I was gonna have him double run with 2 AP off into this room. That's probably just a really, really bad idea. She's got about 1,000,000 AP now, so maybe she can kill off this gun before we go further. Alright, and so we're out of harm's way, at least for the moment. Let's gather everybody back up. Panel seems to be drone control 3. Oh, man. Well, whatever. There's probably going to be another fight in there. And I guess you could say that turret was gunned down. Well. I digress. I don't like that I can't... Like, does he have... Let's take a look at his abilities right now and figure out what's going on here. And so his drone control is only 2. Alright. So I don't know if we're going to be able at some point to use people's support abilities to help us out. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to. I thought I saw that in a previous episode when we first started out. Being able to swap between characters would be nice too, because I really wish I could control Iger or Glory. I don't like walking into these hallways with my mage. It's scary and unpleasant. A drone. Something terrible is going to happen in here, isn't it? Unless it's just hovering there, hanging out. Oh well, let's get to the looting. A tranquilizing, there's Bliss, we'll send it to the stash. What's up, droney? The drone appears to be broken, all it can seem to do is hover in place. We'll take it. Save it for later. Why? Well, if it needs to be fixed, we can get ourselves a free drone out of it. I mean, why leave it behind if we can fix it later? We got a guy here with intellect and drone skills. Whew, 1,500? Nice, and then some nitro, so we'll send it to the stash. Sell it off later because I am not a drug abuser. Whenever I play pen and paper games, being a drug abuser just always backfires on whoever does it. I had a guy that ran a Shadowrun campaign with me one time who was addicted to nitro, and it was just, it was a mess. Like, he was always just messing up everybody's plans trying to get nitro. And we got the drug formula for Jazz. That's all that he had in here? Ah, dreck. Well, at the bare minimum, we got some free karma out of it. I mean, it's not that bad. I suppose it's time to get on out of here. There's nothing left that we can fiddle with. We left that safe on the floor down there, on the second floor, and I'm still not sure how we're going to get that open. I've kept my eyes peeled, and I didn't see anything useful around. I don't know if maybe it's something you have to have decking for. Let's go back. I think there was. I think there was a decking check where you could override it if you had like decking 2 or something. So maybe we'll go back there with Blitz in our party and see if that'll work out. Let's go back down to the 2nd floor. See if we can't sort it out. That's not the floor that we needed. There we go. 1st floor hotel. The communal trash pile. That's what I do in my house too. Just, throw it on the floor. It'll be fine. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't have legs. It's not going to walk off. There it is. What do we got? Ooh, an Ares Predator with a smart link. Hell yeah. The Ares Predator, if you've never heard of the Ares Predator, it is a very, it's the RoboCop gun, essentially. That's what it looks like. It looks like RoboCop's gun. It's a very famous gun in the Shadowrun world. The Ares Predator is the gun by which all of their pistols are measured. It's a very cool gun. It hurts, it does a lot of damage. It'll put a hole in fools. And it's got a smart link attached to it. If you don't know what a smart link is, back in the day you needed smart goggles, but I think they got rid of those. But basically the gun uplinks to either your brain or like your smart, so if you have cyber eyes, it'll uplink to your robotic eyes to help you target. Or if you didn't want to have cyber eyes, if you were a mage, you could use smart goggles. I don't know if those exist anymore, but smart goggles were the same thing as cyber eyes, just for mages. It would allow you to access a smart link too. We can give it, let's send it to our stash and we'll equip it on Glory in just a bit. That's nice. That's gonna help us out in the future. I'm pleased about that acquisition. I don't know if that was locked before or something, but... Ooh, 60 new yen in a cupboard. People keep their money in the weirdest places in RPGs. I've always noticed that. And we still don't have anybody that can bust this bitch down. I really want to crush this wall. I don't know if I'll be able to come back later either. I want this wall to go the hell away. Oh, get your muscle to slam the wall. I didn't see that before. I don't know if I missed that in the last episode. Iger shoulder checks the wall on the weak wood slats give away with a crunch. Crispy. Didn't get us into that room, but it got us into this one, which I guess is okay. Searching through the clutter on the desk, you find a small synth leather bound journal. Leafing through the pages of the book reveals only a couple of entries. Each of them is scrawled in frantic, barely legible handwriting, with crude doodles filling up the margins. Sounds like something that I make. I doodle like crazy, even though I can't draw worth dick. Read the first entry. Okay. I know Eddie's up to something. Like, I heard him today talking to that guy that works in the kitchen, asking him where the cleaning supplies was at. I've seen Eddie's room. The dude never cleaned a day in his life. I'm gonna follow him tomorrow and figure out what his deal is. Maybe he's just selling mouthwash to the hobos a block down at the old bus depot. I knew it. Fraggin' Eddie. I saw him yesterday. I was up on the 3rd floor because this vending machine down here was out of soy calf, and so he came up and went over to the out of order latrine and he punched in the code. Didn't know I was watching, did you, Eddie? Well, I ain't so stupid. I put in 2478, and I'm here staying up finding out what he's doing in there. Alright. So, we've got some frantic writings here. Was it 2578? I think that was the 4th floor bathroom that was locked. Let's go back on up there. You guys know that I'm a completionist, and that'll pretty much use up enough time in the episode to where we can break it off after we figure out what's in there. I cannot wait to try out that Predator. I want to shoot somebody with it. Super bad. I want to shoot somebody so tenderly right now. Go back on up to the 4th floor, and then this bathroom was the locked bathroom, wasn't it? No? I have guessed improperly. Splatterson was wrong. Let's go back over here. Third floor, maybe? That's gotta be what it is. There we go. This is the floor that I forgot about. Sounds like an excuse that a janitor would use, like when he mops a floor improperly. He's like, oh, that's the floor I forgot about. Oh god, what was it? It was 2578? No? What was it? Let me go look. 2478. I missed a number. Oh, he's got like a little Heisenberg operation going on in here. Got a little grow-op going. Or a little cooking operation. There's a gun right there. He's got jazz. We'll send that to the stash. Can we not pick up the pistol that's on the table? Because there's very clearly a pistol right there, and I would love to have some extra stuff to sell. That right there, alien for wait. Just in case you were wondering. I suppose we'll break off the episode here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle. We're going to go back down to the bottom floor and hope that nobody tries to frag us. We made a lot of noise up here, so this may not go as well as planned. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay safe in the shadows out there, chummers.